stop before my fucking wife. Funny thing is, my name's not actually Paul David, it's Paul Kelly, but people tried to like stalk me on Facebook with that I work with, so I've just changed it, and it's just stuck, and you'll get that bit later, alright? I'm quite new to stand-up comedy, but I've been using it to my advantage as best I can. Really like chatting to girls and stuff. One came up to me last week and she went, "What do you do for a living?" Oh fuck it, I'm a stand-up comedian. She went, "Really? I've never heard of you before." And I'm like, "That's because I'm not any fucking good." It's weird that you wouldn't get that in any other job, would you? Like, I'm a teacher, right? And somebody got up to me and said, "What do you do for a living?" "I'm a teacher." "I've never heard of you before." That's because I'm not on OnlyFans. And I'm not a paedophile, you know, like, teaching's really a job we like fly under the radar with. I've recently been through a breakup actually. I know, it was horrible. It's the wee things about her that I miss, you know, like her big brown eyes, the way she'd cuddle me in bed. When I'd walk through the door, she'd piss herself with excitement. She took my fucking dog. It's bad, that isn't it? 6-year relationship, the thing I miss most is the wee fluff ball used to shake my carpet. I was engaged actually, I was meant to get married last month, and I dodged a fucking bullet by the way. And this isn't going to be the type of gig I'm going to talk about my ex for the next 10 minutes. My ex had a lovely personality. Other 6 personalities were fucking psychotic. She had one lovely personality. And we're together for 6 years, and in all relationships, when you're together for a length of time, things can get stale, you know, the intimacy can die. It's like, don't get me wrong, first year together, we were at it like Jeffrey Epstein on his island. Often fast, only one of us was enjoying themselves. But once you're done with that, you know, things get a bit routine, it gets a wee bit stale, you know. These conditions just have to be perfect, you know, too hot, can't have sex, too cold, can't have sex. It's like trying to stare at Dick and Goldilocks, everything has to be just right. That imagery, by the way, will haunt you for the rest of this night. I do apologise, you're not going to be the fairy tale book to your child again. But I'll give you an example, right? Morning sex, off the table, too tired, fine. After work, no go, she had to shower, she went dicky, fair dues. After dinner, I've been burning this bridge before, by the way. I'm too full. I can't put another thing in my mouth. That's a fucking problem in the first place. So I'm sitting there one night, she's upstairs on TikTok, nearly fucking fell over. And I'm sitting going, she's eating, she's showered, food's digested, it's go time. So I gallop up the stairs like a horny antelope, burst open the bedroom door, only to be greeted by Sleeping fucking Beauty. And I just stood and I looked at her, and I just thought to myself, I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. So I went and had a wank in the toilets instead. One thing you know about me, I suffer with a lot of health problems as a kid. Right? I've got a lot of things, I've got a nut allergy, like literally everything can fucking kill me. Right? When I was wee, I had really bad asthma. Anyone here had asthma before? Few of you? Actor, you're fucking on it today, by the way. Jesus. So when I was younger, I couldn't walk the length of myself at all. Alright? Every time, out of breath, couldn't breathe. I mean, nowadays I'm just fat. Back then, couldn't breathe, really unfit. And it came to Halloween, and I was trying to think of a costume. And my mum came up to me with a fucking great idea. She dressed me as Darth Vader. I'm going out trick-or-treating like that. My mum is an evil bitch, honestly. And then I've got a lazy eye, I don't know if you can see it here, right? But when I was young, it was really bad, it was fucking going off that way. And again, has anyone got a lazy eye? Is it just me by myself up here? Actor man, you got a lazy eye? Nah, fuck and when you've got a lazy eye, you might have seen it before, you get like a big beige eye patch on, right? And as I've got older, it's got worse and worse and worse. And I was saying to myself, how am I going to combat that? So I don't want to be old and eye going that way. So I bought myself this bad boy. Give me a wee sign. Try and combat the whole situation. And when I was wearing it, I was like, I wonder why I don't get more matches on Tinder. You know? Fucking short, breathless man with dad bod often dresses like a pirate. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I recently got told after a show, Guy Hopkins, he was like, "You look like a stand-up comic." And I was fucking buzzing, honestly. I said, "Yes, that means I'm funny, I'm constant, I fill a room." No. That's not what he meant whatsoever. What he meant, and I quote, was, "You look like the only way you can get a girl into bed is by making her laugh so much she's naked before she goes to fucking hit her." And here's what I say to that guy, you are fucking right. He's totally 100% right. I mean, I've not got big dick energy. I've got more of a chode charm about me. You know? Like, this doesn't scream genetic perfection. This barely screams acceptable midget porn. That's right. You know? And like I say, like, I've just got into stand-up comedy and it's been brilliant. And stand-up comedy, like any creative thing, is like art. And like a lot of art, it's derived from a place of pain and trauma and suffering. That's not the fucking joke, by the way. And like a lot of comedians that come up, right? Some you might see today have had mental health, physical health, lots of issues, and they channel that into creating like really relatable, amazing pieces of comedy. And when I see them up on stage and I look at them, I just get filled with this overwhelming feeling of pure, utter jealousy. The only thing I suffered from in life was privilege, right? I've not had to speak to a therapist once. And I'll give you an example of how coddled I was as a child, okay? When we got up for school in the morning, we'd go downstairs, and my mum would have our underwear lying out in front of the fire so it was nice and warm. And see if she forgot I lost my shit. Be like, "Jacqueline, I need toasty testicles if I'm going to be working hard today." She did not take that very well. And my dad as well, I look at my dad and I'd be like, "Do you know how much material I could get if you would just give me a scalp now and again?" Fucking loving bastard, honestly. I've got two wee sisters as well. Like, my two sisters were like my best friends growing up. I love them a bit. But they always said to me, like, "We'll never come to see you at a show." I said, "Well, why not?" They go, "Because you'll rip the living shit out of us." And that kind of hurt me a wee bit, because I was like, I love my sisters. I protect them all the time. Like my sister Megan, for example, she is the head staff nurse of neurology at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And my sister Samantha is a fucking slag. I'm very proud of both of them. Back in my date life, I've kind of moved on from the whole engagement thing. I found myself in a situationship. Do you know what a situationship is? Some of you, I'll put it in some context for you, okay? Football context. I'm a Division 3 club. And I've got fuck all chance of making it to the Premier League. Right? And there's reasons for that. She's an LA 10 and I'm an Easterhouse 4 at best. Right? And she said to me, we got to chatting that, she said, "I've got these things called icks." Do you know what an ick is? Yeah. An ick is something that I would do that make her go. And there'll be things that we wouldn't bother about. Like the way somebody drinks a bottle of beer, ick. Touching her with her feet in bed, ick. Stick a thumb up her ass with asking it, like just wee things that me and you just really wouldn't care about, you know? And then she said to me, she's like, "I've got these things called hard icks." Now, if you don't know, a hard ick is like the version of a female floppy, alright? Once you get one, there's no going back. And I thought, I'll get ahead of the game here. I was like, "What are your hard icks?" She goes, "That's the thing, I don't know. But if you do know, we're done." You ever tried walking through a minefield before, by the way? I'm standing there like, showing my dad dancing, I'm going to avoid that. Tell her I quite like Taylor Swift, I'm going to avoid that. Tell her she was beautiful in the morning, boom, done, no, fucked. And my pal saying, like, "Well, why do you cover that mindfuck?" And I go, "Well, there's one reason, and one reason only. She's not Goldilocks. When this horny antelope gallops up the stairs, he is welcomed in like Aladdin is welcomed into the cave to find the lamp." Now, I've never found the lamp. She says I was close to finding the lamp. And like many men in this audience, I don't truly believe that the lamp actually exists. Thank you very much for coming, guys. I've been Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul David! Alright, we're going to get cracking right on to our next act. Please put your hands together for our musical interlude, as he's been described for me. Start going wild and crazy. Please welcome to the stage, it's Richard LaLa!
Hello, everybody. You're like a CNA of jackets. It's beautiful. When they said to me, I said, I'm doing the Panopticon again. They said, remember to wear a jumper. Okay. Now, I know that they're doing a film here regarding comedy, and I'm supposed to be funny, but I'm here to sing to you tonight. I'm not here to do comedy. So when the organizer said to me, just say something funny at the start, it'll be funny. He said, what's your theme? I said, war and peace and all that. Oh, okay, well, good luck. Shove, on you go. So I'm here today to do, first of all, a cover of a beautiful Cranberries song. I don't know if you remember them. I don't know if you're old enough to remember them. But the Cranberries were this amazing band who were war and anti-war was very much a theme of theirs. So for this first song, it's going to be a cover. This is a War Child. Who will save the war child, baby? Who controls the key? The web we weave is thick and sordid. Fine by me. At times of war, we're all the losers. There's no victory. We shoot to kill and kill your lover. Fine by me. Oh, child, victim of political pride, plant the seed, territorial greed, mind the war, child, you should mind the war, child. I spent last winter in New York. I came upon a man. He was sleeping on the streets and homeless. He said, I fought in Vietnam. Beneath his shirt, he wore the mark. He bore the mark of pride. A 2-inch deep incision carved into his side. Oh, child, victim of political pride, plant the seed, territorial greed. You should mind the war, child. You should mind the war, child. Who's the loser now? Hey, who's the loser now? We're all the losers now. We're all the losers now. War child, you should mind the war child. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I was asked recently if I would write a poem for a book that's being published on peace, which I did, and it's being published. But I also wrote this song called Peace Talks, which was going to be, or is going to be used to promote the book. So I thought I would try it out here today. This is a world premiere! This is the first time I've ever done it, so I'm really hoping it goes well. The subject of peace, though, it's such a difficult thing to define. When someone says, "I'll write about peace," you're like, "Oh, well, So, you know, I mean, even the ruin of death is our peace symbol, you know, inverted. So it's a difficult subject to talk about. So I researched and interviewed 4 different people. One was a nun, one was a philosopher, one was a shopkeeper, and the other was a soldier, and I put this song together. So without further ado, this is Peace Talks. What does peace mean to you? What does peace mean to me? What does peace really mean? What does peace even mean? I spoke to Sister Eleanor today. I said I don't want to have to wait for heaven. She said, peace of mind is what you're trying to find. So go outside and let the sun light up your face. Find some harmony inside and let it smile to the whole world wide. That's what peace really means, us sharing all the means. But I don't want a piece of your pie chart. I don't want to be a slice of your statistics. I want real peace. I need real peace. Peace everlasting. I heard Mr. Allen Watts today. I listened carefully to what he had to say. He said, you are God, and I am God, and we are God at play, trying to pass eternity each day, one day at a time. He said, peace will come if you free your mind from the earthly restraints, from your mental constraints, from the devils and saints, the horrors that we paint. But I don't want a piece of your pie chart. I don't want to be a slice of your statistics. I want real peace. I need real peace. Peace everlasting. I spoke to a hard worker today. They said even down and outs deserve equality. Release the chains of death, crushing us with regret. Secret cabals see us as animals. Elitist ideals control the cogs, the wheels and gears that keep us all in fear as days roll into years. How do we control the strong? That's almost all that's wrong. And if you want real peace in the world, you have to will peace into the world. I spoke to a serviceman today. He said peace comes from weaponry. We need to fight for peace. We need to maintain peace. We need to control everything opposing peace. I don't know if he knew the irony of fighting for peace. I don't think he'd ever thought a different way. In many ways, it is true. It's a hard concept for me and you. There are people in the world fighting every day. They want to rewrite the word. They want it all their own way. But I don't want a piece of your pie chart. I don't want to be a slice of your statistic. I want real peace. I need real peace. Peace, everlasting, universal peace. The universe in peace. Thank you. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Now, I'm going to leave you tonight with this song as it's 1 minute and 23 seconds long. So listen, don't blink or you'll miss it. This is like, it's just a little baby. It's literally like a couple of weeks old, so get easy on it. And anyway, this is called The March of the Clock, or Clock Marching, not sure yet, but here it is. The march of the clock, she tells me. The march of the clock, he sings. The march of the clock, he tells me. It's the march of everything. The march of the clock, he tells me. The march of the clock, she sings. The march of the clock takes everything and drags everything. It goes quickly sometimes. It goes slowly in the mind. When you're having fun, it's almost done. And when you're not, it takes such a long time. Ticking slowly by long time. Ticking slowly by long time. Ticking slowly by. Are we ready to jump? Time goes by. Ticking by. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it flies. Time's ticking by. Time's ticking by. Ticking by. Time ticks so slowly, ticking by. Time ticks so lonely, ticking by. Life's ticking by. Time's ticking by. Goodbye. Thank you. You have been wonderful. A wonderful audience. I've been LaLa. Sing everything. Bye and enjoy the rest of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard LaLa! Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking to yourselves right now. I thought this was a stand-up comedy show. Yeah, me too. That was my attempt to get you guys all laughing again. Interesting choice. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for a quick break. It's gonna be about 10 minutes long. Feel free, go, grab yourself a drink, go for a piss, go, have a smoke, do whatever you need, but give it up one more time for all the acts that you saw in this first section! We'll see you guys in 10 minutes.